All right, here we are.
All right, then. Let's do this.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Time to Talk Thursdays. So this is our first official episode. I'm going to have a new episode once a month where we talk about different topics, and this first time is going to be me and Kyle, and the other times we're going to have other guests on, so I'm really excited about that. In a previous video I did, I talked more about it, and I'll link it below for you guys to check out. But today, we're talking about what was it like to get married young?
That's when you put the text.
Yeah, okay. And basically, in today's society, we were considered young when we got married. I was 23, and Kyle was like right there.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
But Kyle was 21, and so that is pretty young for us getting married. So, okay, basically I just want to start from the beginning, how we met, and just go from there. So, we have no idea when we met. Because we went to the same church, same school, same everything. So we've known each other for a very long time.
This is true.
And Kyle loved me from like back then. And
we were always good friends. She said I grew up in the same church. She grew up in the same high school. In school I'd see you, but you were 2 years older than me, so we had classes together, but I'd see you around school, and we'd see each other and just be like, hey. We'd hang out, crack jokes. We didn't hang out that much. So I came in grade 7 and you was in grade 9, so we went pretty much all through high school without talking or hanging out that much. But then grade 10, I was in grade 10, you was in grade 12. And it was probably it was the end of that year. It wasn't even it was the beginning. We started hanging out more and talking, and then I think we spent that whole summer doing the same thing, getting to know each other. And then it's kind of tricky because it was you're going to go off to college. Are we really going to pursue a relationship? And of course, my friends are you're going to date a college girl, and then she going to go off to college. And I'm sure your friends you're going to date a boy who's still in high school. And I was just I guess let's kind of see what happens, and went off to college, and I was like, you know what? Let's see if this works, this long distance vibe. But I planned to ask you to be my girlfriend on September 7th, because that's your birthday. And I wrote you a physical letter.
I always wanted him to write me a letter because I knew he didn't like to write, and I love getting letters, and I didn't expect him to ask me to be his girlfriend, but I was hoping that he wrote me a letter when I was off in college.
Yeah, so I wrote you a letter, and I asked you to be my girlfriend. That letter, I got to you September 9th, not September 7th, because weekends and UPS and stuff. So that was September
of 2008.
2008, which means we've been in a relationship now for 12 years.
You're so old.
Wow. We've been married for 5.5, almost. This year it makes 6.
Yeah.
So, but we've had a lot of time under our belt, and all that time has been long. A lot of that time has been long distance. Because we dated.
Years.
Yeah, 4 years was long distance. So that was waiting for me to catch up. I finally got in college at some point. And then you graduated your undergrad, and then you joined me in Virginia, and we graduated together in 2014. I graduated my undergrad, you graduated your master's.
And I think during this time, we kind of knew if we stuck it out and ended up together that we would, or stayed together, that we would want to get married right after college, or at least that was my plan in my head. I don't know.
Yeah, I pretty much had solidified in my mind that I wanted to marry you from my early days in college. So I was just kind of waiting for that to be done so that I can get a job and be able to live together and work and be happily married. And then, from a Christian perspective, and there are a lot of Christians around us who was just kind of encouraging us, why, what's the point of waiting to get married? And it's kind of that's right. If you know that, God has someone for you, you feel that way. We were praying together, we were studying together, we were reading together, we were hanging out with those friends. It's kind of encouraging, but that's true. Why wait? And even from a sexual perspective,
That was a struggle.
By the Lord's grace, was able to save ourselves from marriage, which I guess we said we'll talk about in another video.
Yeah.
Get more in depth.
Subscribe if you want to hear more.
Ding! Just a little subscribe thing. But that did obviously play a factor too. It's okay, we trying to wait, and we ain't trying to wait longer. We have to. That played a part too why we got married right after college. We graduated 2014. We got married 2014, 2 months after we graduated. I proposed in 2013, toward the end of the semester there, or in the fall 2013. And then from I proposed, I don't even know what day it was, but say it was on Friday. Dallas had the day that we were gonna get married on the Saturday.
I literally bought a wedding planner the next day. I was so excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we could talk about what it's like. So I think for me, I think it was really special because we pretty much got to do our lives together. Even though we started dating, we got married right out of college, and we pretty much started our lives together and are able to travel. He's my best friend.
Oh. You know what's wild?
What?
I am 27.
Yeah.
Right. So almost 50% of my entire life I've been with you. So 27, right? If it was 24, which is not, we've been together for 12 years, right? So I don't know, you do the math, but it's 47% of my life I've been in a relationship with you. But what that means though is that when I hit 30, that means that 50% of my life I've been with you. We were blessed to find out at a young age. A lot of people don't get married until they hit 30. Or until they don't even find that they want some of them until they hit 30 or 34 or whatever the Lord has for them. So yeah, the only other thing I'd add is a lot of people, of course, ask why we get married so young, and especially in the Bahamas. In America, it wasn't I maybe had a few people who was oh, why y'all got married young. It's kind of I knew, and all of the reasons we stated earlier. But when I moved back home and I look at, for example, my high school class. Look at who else married in my high school class. Ain't that much people.
Yeah.
It may be 3. I can't even think of it. Okay. Think of 3.
Yeah.
I could probably rack my brain and maybe think of 5, but I don't even know if we have that for sure. So coming back home, and at this point now we've been married 5.5 years, and the people in my year haven't been married yet. Of course, a lot of people was why you get married so young?
And I felt when we were getting married, a lot of people in my set still weren't married, or I just felt we were doing everything pretty quickly, pretty early.
Your set is older though, because you're gonna be 30 this year.
Oh, we have to talk about ages. Anyway, 30's the best though. But yeah, I just feel you're my best friend. I get to do everything with you, get to do life with you. We support each other with what we want to do. We can travel the world together. It's a little harder with kids now, but we could travel the world together. We could support each other in our accomplishments, our whatever jobs that we want to do. And I just feel it's always nice to be able to have you there, and we know each other so well. Sometimes there's still things that surprise me about you, but which is crazy because I feel like I know everything about you, but there's some things that still surprise me. It's just nice to know, like, okay, I know your strengths. I know how to, if you had a bad day, like, I know how to help you. I feel like we just know each other, and we know how to handle each other and how to lift each other up, how to support each other. We also know how to argue with each other.
Hopefully do that less.
Yeah.
We definitely know what buttons to press to piss each other off.
Yeah. Overall, I feel like it's amazing being married young.
For sure, I feel like if you are going to get married at some point, doing it young, if you know from that age. If you don't, then obviously the Lord has different times for everybody, but if you know and you don't do it, then it's like, why wait? But if you do it and you take that risk or leap, if you will, and go ahead and commit to that from a young age, the older you get with that person, the more you've experienced together, the more you've grown together. It's just been so much time deposited into the relationship bank account that if we were to ever, God forbid, one of us pass away or something, I wouldn't know if I would want to start on a relationship with somebody else. I'd just be like, but you know what, it's time. We done spent doing so much things. Like, it's just like, it's like, bro, it's like, that's a lot of time. And to start over again seems like a lot of work.
Like, in the whole light of the Kobe situation, it just puts things in perspective of what's important. And I feel like, why not start my life with my best friend sooner rather than later, being like, oh, I want to work on my career, or I want to, I don't know, like, I could do that still with you. I feel like you're more important. It's God first than you.
Thanks, old chap.
If you guys have any questions, please comment in the comment section below. Please subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you in the next Time to Talk Thursdays video, which will be once a month. And we'll see you again. Bye, guys. Why are you so weird?
Are they gone yet? Are they still there? Why is that light on? I told you to turn that light